Okay, now I want to show you how we can create a distribution from data. Okay, so just go back a reminder to you. Remember, we have two types of data: categorical data and quantitative data. First, I would like to show you how to create distribution from categorical data. So go open the soft string file. Okay. So in this file contains data from a sample of 50 soft drink purchases. Okay, right? Soft drink purchases. So we have 50, but we're not sure how many type of drink here. So how we can identify how many type of drink? So first, what you have to do, select first column. Okay, select first column here until the end of data. Right click and copy. Okay, or you can just go to the home ribbon here and select click copy here. Okay, or you can just press Ctrl C. Okay, and then let's say I would like to put here in column D. Right click and paste. See, click paste. Okay, so paste here. So what you can do, you select all data here. Go to data ribbon and select remove duplicate here. Okay, see the icon like this. Okay, remove duplicate. Okay, column D, correct, and click OK. Right, so you see 20 duplicate values found, only 5 unique values, means that there are 5 types of soft drink here. Okay, so now I want to calculate. I want to count how many Coke in from this 50. Okay, how many, the frequency for each type of soft drink. Go to the cell beside the Coke, click equals to, because this is a categorical data, type count if. See, count, select count if here. Okay, count if, double click. Okay, so count if, double click. So you can see you have a range and criteria here. So first you have to select range. So where you want to count for Coke here, in this area. So select all this area. Don't miss any data. Okay, select all. Okay, after you select all, press comma. Okay, it depends. If your Excel is a previous edition, it might appear you have to press semicolon. So if a formula here show you semicolon in this area, show semicolon, so you have to press semicolon. But it should, if in my Excel shows comma, so I press comma. So after I press comma, so now criteria is highlighted. Let's say I delete comma. Range is highlighted, criteria is not bold, not highlight. Okay, so when I press comma, so now go to the criteria, means that I have to choose the criteria. So which criteria that I want this system to count? I want the system count for Coke. Okay, so select Coke and then press enter. Okay, if your Excel show something like this, means that you have to go to the formula ribbon. Okay, see here, show formula is highlight here. Okay, so you have to click formula, show formula. It's a 15 Coke, 15 numbers. Okay, it's a, sorry, 15, it's a 19. Okay, in this data the Coke is 19, right? Okay, so you can do same for Diet Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Sprite. Or what you can do is that you still want to count each Diet Coke from this area. You want to count how many Pepsi from this area, so all is the same. Okay, so what you can do is that we can lock the cell. This is how we can lock the cell here. So go to the, we only want to lock the range area, not the criteria area, because the criteria is different. Coke, Diet Coke, but the range to count is same. Okay, so that's why we want to lock here. So put a symbol $sign before A, before 2, before B, and before 26. Then enter. So now we already locked the range. Okay, so go to this cell, go to the see here, there's some square here. If you go to that small square, you can see there is a plus. Go for, okay, go near, there's plus. So go, when there's this plus appear, click and drag until sprite. So automatically it calculate for you how many sprite, how many paper. Just want to make sure whether they count right numbers or not. So the bottom we calculate total. So type total here, total, okay, and we boom. Okay, to calculate total equals to, want to start the calculation, press equals to, type sum, okay, and select from the bottom, from the top until the bottom here, and press enter. So 50. Remember that originally file have 50 data, so the total is 50. So the system count correctly for each type of soft drink. Okay, so this is the frequency. Okay. Frequency. This is soft drink. Let's say I want to calculate the relative frequency. Okay, so relative frequency. So we want to show it relatively, the relative frequency for each data. Okay, so we want to calculate the relative frequency equals to, press here, click here, 90, divide the slash, divide by total. Okay, then enter. So this is a relative frequency. So you want to do for all, either you can do it one by one, or we just lock this value, because this is the permanent. Every time we do calculation, we will divide by 50. Okay, so we just lock E7, lock. Okay, select here. So this is a relative frequency. Okay, let me show you what happens if you don't lock the figures, the E7 here. Okay, undo. Let's say if I don't lock, delete this symbol, enter. Okay, okay, now I would like to drag, go here and drag. See, you cannot read because, okay, go to divide by E8, divide by E9. That's why we have to lock. Divide by E10. Okay, that's why we have to lock the cells that the permanent, everything will come based on that value. Okay, so lock that, enter, and redrag. Okay, so this is a relative frequency. Let's say I want to calculate percentage relative So how to calculate the percentage? Equals to this one times by, this is a symbol times, okay, times by percentage times by 100. Okay, so 38%. Or just delete them, delete, So what we can do is that just put equals to this figure, enter. Okay, copy all, and then click percentage here, percentage. So automatically change the percentage. Okay, percentage value, whether it's correct or not 100%. So if you want to total sum, we can just go to here, auto sum here, enter auto sum. Okay, equals to sum, automatically it calculate sum, enter 100%. So it's the correct one, right? Okay, let's say we want to transform this data to a table. Okay, going to bar chart. Okay, so go to the insert, bar chart here. Okay. Sorry, select here, go to the bar chart, okay, bar chart. Okay, and transform here to, so this is a distribution for the soft drink. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Okay, now we will create a distribution from the quantitative data. Previously I will show you from the categorical data, now quantitative data. So first we have to open file, audit data. Okay, so this is file audit data. Okay, we have about 20 data here, which is means that this data show the time in days required to complete year-end audits for a sample of 20 clients. Okay, so this sample from 20 clients, right? So first, now what we will do is that we will set up a bin here. Okay, so we will set up a bin, we call bin. So before we will set up a bin, we have to identify the minimum number that exists in this data and the maximum numbers that is in the data. So how to identify? So to start min for minimum number and maximum number. Okay, right. Okay, so min equals to, and remember, when we start calculation, we must start equals to min, type min. Okay, so there's min, double click min. So min, and click the range here, click on range and enter. So the minimum number is 12, the maximum number equals to type maximum. Okay, so maximum number, click range here and enter. So the maximum is 13. Okay, and minimum is 12. Okay, so next, after we identify the minimum and the maximum number, so you should decide how many groups that you want to create from this data. Let's say I want to create 5 groups, or in this frequency we call it as a 5 classes. Okay, let's say 5 classes. So after we decide 5 classes, we have to identify the range for each classes. So how we like to identify the range for each classes? Okay, range okay, equals to the maximum number minus the minimum number divide by I want to do a 5 group or 5 classes, so 5 enter. So the range for each group is 4.2, but because it's 4.2, it's quite difficult to create classes based on 4.2, so we will round out to 5. So each group have a range about 5. Okay. Right, so let's say the first range is starting from 12. So we have 5. The range is 5, so 12. No, we cannot start from 12, we start from 10. Okay, so it's very rare we start from 12, so we start from 10 first, 11, 12, 13 and 14. 5. Okay, so oops, yeah, you should set this as the text. Okay, so digits again, 10 to 14. Okay, so set all here as a text here. Okay, 10, 14. So now after 14 is 15. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19. Okay, 19. Next step by 20. So 20, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so 24. Next is 25. 25, 26, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Then 30 to 34. Okay, so 34 is more than 33, so now we can stop here. So the range is for each group is 5, and we have 5 classes here. Okay. Okay, so next we will create a bin. Okay, so to calculate the frequency, first we have to create a bin. So how to create a bin? See, for each group here, we will put the maximum number for each group. Okay, so the highest number for the first group, first class is 14. The next is 19, and then 24, 29. And 34. Okay, right, so format that. Okay, so this is the bin. Okay, so after we create the bin, then we can calculate the frequency here. Okay, so first you have to select, we want to do once at a time. Okay, so first you drag until here. Okay, so this is a frequency. Okay, select all these 5. Okay, and then type equals to frequency. Okay, equals to frequency. Select the data here. Okay, data here. Select all data here, and then put a comma. After that, select the all bins here. Select bins. Okay, and then press enter. Oh, sorry, it's wrong, I forgot something. Okay, so first select equals to frequency, select all the data, comma, and then select all the bins, and then you press Ctrl Shift and enter. Ctrl Shift and enter. Very calculate at the same time. You have to press at the same time Ctrl Shift enter. Okay, so this is how you get the frequency from the categorical data. So from this frequency you can calculate the relative frequency. Relative frequency. So first you have to total. Remember total, auto sum here, and then enter. So total 20 numbers. 20 equals to the first one divide by total, enter. So because all the numbers here we will divide by 20, so we will log that, and okay, log, put a sign dollar, okay, and then enter. Then you can just drag here, copy. So here just copy. So you get all the relative frequency, okay. Or you want to transform this to the percentage, just click percentage here. It's the percentage. Or you want to put in number, normal, it's a number, okay, it's a number. Depends how you want your data to display. Okay, so from this you can create a graph. Okay, so go to the insert ribbon first. Okay, go to here. Okay, so if you want to make this part is bigger, okay, just click this part, okay, click everything, okay, click here, and then go to plus here. Okay. What color do you want? Go to the filter, okay, fill, border, just click here, gap, reduce the gap here. Oh, want some gaps, okay, some gap.